What's going on YouTube? My name is Chris and welcome to Immodernation. You might be wondering today why I'm speaking to you from the big room downstairs. And you'll find out in just a minute. Hello. So today I'm going to talk to you about what makes a great YouTube video. There are many things that make a great YouTube video, everything from having a great original idea, storyboarding, scripting, production design, execution, having the right tools to complete the video. But one of the most overlooked aspects of video is actually not the video itself. It's the audio. Today I'm going to talk about why great audio is important for making a video, and in the process I'll be reviewing the Fifine K037B wireless lavalier microphone. One of the reasons why audio is neglected is because it doesn't look visually appealing. When we work on videos, we look for something that's going to catch people's eye, everything from creating great thumbnails to amazing B-roll footage like this footage here, but we don't always think about what is going to sound good to our audience. I'm here today to tell you that the audio in your video is just as important as your video, because if your audio doesn't sound good, nobody's gonna wanna watch your video. In my review of the K037B, I'm also going to be comparing it to other audio options. That includes the onboard microphone from my Canon Rebel T5i camera, a Zoom H4n Pro field recorder, Rode video mic that I'm currently using attached to my camera, and maybe a few other microphone sources as well. We'll see. The K037B arrived in this lovely white box that says Fifine on the front, really nothing else on the sides. Opening the box, I'm first greeted by this instruction manual. Now the K037B comes with a transmitter, this wireless headset, lapel mic, and a receiver unit with 1/4-inch input. I also received this business card letter from Fifine asking me to go online to fifine.cc to watch their video guides. The headset utilizes a flexible metal construction and has a 3-pin input. This is the receiver unit. The construction is plastic and has a radio frequency connection indicator, an on-off switch, and this extra antenna for boosted range. The antenna is 2 inches in length and is collapsing. We'll see if this actually helps our wireless range. The receiver unit utilizes a 1/4-inch input, but not to worry, there is an adapter included. The receiver unit also utilizes 2 AAA batteries, not included. More on that later. Looking at the lapel microphone, you'll notice that the head of the microphone is quite large. It's actually fairly comparable to the size of my thumb. So if you're looking for a discrete lapel microphone, this is probably not going to be the unit for you. It also utilizes a 3-pin input as well. The bottom half of the box includes a wireless transmitter belt pack. This unit is also made of plastic and has a sturdy metal belt clip on the back. On the top, we see the input for our microphones. The transmitter unit uses AA batteries as opposed to the receiver unit, which uses AAA batteries. This is confusing to me, as I think it would be easier for them to just use the same battery size. Lastly, the kit comes with this 1/4-inch to 3.5mm adapter. This is good for plugging the receiver into other audio sources, including my Canon Rebel T5i camera. Most consumer electronics these days come with batteries provided. Sadly, this one did not. Not a big deal, but just be aware that when you open this product, you will need to have some batteries available. Would you just... There we go. Holding down the power button, we're greeted by the Fifine logo, the frequency, and the battery remaining indicator. To change the frequency of the transmitter, you hit the button on the top. Now, however, I had some issues changing the channel. I'm not sure it's a problem with my unit or if this is how all units respond. It doesn't bother me too much because the microphone works fine on all frequencies. To connect the microphone, we insert the connector into the transmitter. Every transmitter comes with this free toy to play with. When we turn on the power to the receiver, the light goes from green to red. This means that it's connected. And because I'm testing this unit with my digital camera, I'll need to use the included 1/4-inch to 3.5mm adapter. So there are no included instructions on how to wear the headset over the ears, but I'm a professional. I got this. So looking at the microphone, I don't know if I have this on properly. This one, like, it kind of fits on my ear. I think it's supposed to go like, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to go like around your ear or on the ear. This is kind of like the performing superstar type. So now we've got our wireless lapel. It's pretty long. I'd say it's about a little bit over 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet. Once you're using the microphone, you're gonna wanna move it around a little bit to find what the ideal placement is for you.
So I contacted Fifine about the proper way to wear the headset. All right, and with that done, I'm just waiting for a response. The instruction manual says it, the website says it, even YouTubers who have previously reviewed this product have demonstrated how to wear the headset properly. I feel like a moron, and I apologize.
Okay. So I contacted Fifine and they told me that this is actually the proper way to wear the headset. You'll notice that the loop is hanging down on the back near my neck. We've got the earpiece inserted into the ear, and the other one kind of goes over to this ear. Keep in mind that there is no headphone monitoring of any kind. This is just to hold the microphone to your face.
Now that I've had a chance to wear the microphones, it's time to test them out. Now these clips are unedited. What you hear is what is coming out of my camera. There's no post-production, no adaptive noise reduction. What you hear is what I hear. What I hear is what the camera hears. Let the microphone shoot out. Begin!
All right, so our first audio test is we're gonna start with the onboard microphone. Now the camera I'm using is a Canon Rebel T5i, and it has a notoriously bad microphone. In fact, all DSLR cameras are known for having bad onboard mics. That's why they offer a hot shoe mount to allow for something like, say, a shotgun microphone. All right, so this is the audio that I'm using from the Rode video mic. You guys might know this as the microphone that I've used for many of my YouTube videos in the first year. It's been very popular. It sits on top of the Canon Rebel T5i, and I think it produces fantastic audio. There is a little bit of ambient noise that it's gonna pick up. The other thing is it's a directional microphone because it's a shotgun mic, so it's pointed directly at me. However, I'm in this rather large boomy room. The reason why I'm in this large room is because I wanted to emphasize that when you have audio recording happening in your video, you want to try to bring the microphone as close to your mouth as you can. Obviously, there's gonna be a difference in audio between this and this, much different. So you want to try to bring that audio source as close to your mouth as you possibly can. Don't Photoshop anything. All right, so you can see here I've got the microphone pinned right here. I'm going to go ahead and bring it a little bit closer. Fifine actually recommends that you put it directly underneath your chin. So I'm going to put it right here. This is as close as I can possibly get the microphone to my face. Now, granted, I might have to make some audio adjustments to the camera itself because it looks like, judging from the meters on Magic Lantern, it looks like I'm only getting about 50% audio. So I will need to boost the internal preamp on my camera's mic in order to get the most ideal sound. I know you guys really want a chance to hear this in all of its glory, so I'm going to do what's called a sibilance test. That's listening for some of the consonants, so we'll start with this one. She sells seashells. She sells seashells. So you listen for that sh sound. And now we're going to do an ambience test to listen for white noise in the room. And again, I want to remind you that these clips are not cleaned up whatsoever. I have not edited them. I haven't put them through Adobe Audition. That is something that maybe if you decide to purchase this microphone and use it for production, you might want to try to clean up the audio in post-production. Alright, so this is the audio coming from the H4n Pro by Zoom. I'm using the onboard microphones in a 90-degree configuration. Now the settings that I'm using on the H4n Pro include vocal compression on both the microphone and the input. The volume is at about 80%. And the gain is about 80%. Now these microphones are very sensitive and can pick up a lot of different room noises. So if somebody, for example, like flushes a toilet or somebody turns on a sink, the microphone is going to be able to pick that up.
In order to demonstrate the K037B's impressive wireless range, I set up my camera and tripod outside.
So as you can see, the range for this wireless lavalier microphone is actually quite impressive. I'm already standing about 50 feet away.
And of course, I wanted to find out what the effective range was of the wireless system, so I walked a little bit further. Of course, tests like these aren't without their drawbacks.
Oh, shit. All right, we'll be okay. I thought that car was gonna hit my tripod.
Street videography is serious business, but I put it all on the line for you.
Okay, I am quite a ways away. I don't know if you can see me over here. Okay, we are getting close to about 100 feet away. If it's picking up signal right now, that is remarkable. This is probably much farther than you would ever need for a wireless lavalier microphone. I could see why this would be used for presentations and stages where you have a mixer in the back. All right, now it's time for some final thoughts on the Fifine K037B wireless microphone. First and foremost, it's incredibly affordable. At $37, you get a transmitter, receiver, and 2 microphones. Secondly, it produces very decent audio. I could be heard very loud and clear on the recording. The microphone itself is plug and play. Simply hook everything together. You don't need to set the channels or anything. Plug it in, you turn it on, and it is ready to go. The display is very easy to read, and the product itself is very easy to use. So this is definitely a winner for the beginner. The receiver has a good wireless range to it, and I'm not sure if the antenna is absolutely necessary, but it is good to have nonetheless. I was really impressed by the strong metal clip on the transmitter. It was nice and sturdy, and it held to my belt just fine. One of the more important aspects of this microphone is that it came with an adapter that allows me to plug directly into my camera. All right, and now for the bad. First of all, the audio was very thin sounding. There was no bass frequencies whatsoever. Now, granted, on the Amazon website, it does say that this microphone is intended for presentations, and they really mean that. I would not use this microphone at all for any sort of video production. The quality is just not there compared to either a shotgun mic or a condenser mic. I noticed that during the recording, there is still a lot of hiss and background noise. That would need to be cleaned up in post-production, so it's not a major issue, but it is a lot more noticeable than, say, the other microphones that I've used. The build quality of the transmitter and receiver are very cheap feeling. It's like a soft plastic. I'd be afraid to throw this around or even drop it for fear that it might break and destroy the product. And lastly, and maybe this is a minor gripe, but the transmitter and receiver use different size batteries. I thought that was kind of unusual. It kind of threw me off guard. I would like to see them use the same size batteries, but I mean, really, that's just a minor gripe that I had with the product. Still, with all the improvements that could be made to this product, it's actually a very decent product for the price. If you had a little bit more money, I would encourage you to spend it on the Rode Link, which you could find on eBay for around $300. Or if you have a lot more money to spend, you can go with a Sennheiser G3, which has become the industry standard for wireless microphones. But for those of you that are just starting out on YouTube, I would recommend either a camera-mounted shotgun mic or a condenser mic instead. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you slap that like button below and share the video. And while you're at it, why not join the Modern Nation and get subscribed by clicking on that subscribe button below. And hey, when you do, don't forget to click on the bell icon inside the button to be notified the moment that I release new videos. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them for me in the comment section below, or why not hit me up on social media? I'd love to hear from you guys. And when you buy products from Amazon, consider using the affiliate links in the video description below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see ya!